Hello, hello, people of this damn internet. How are you today? This is Miss Tamika. Miss Tamika. We are going to use these Storymatic cards to get some information. We'll do it in, I guess, 3 piles. I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. Shit. I'll put that there because it doesn't look like it's even. Now this doesn't look even though. Que te lo oficie hasta quieras. Let's do this and then take a, yeah. So, all right, we're going to get maybe 5 from each row and then we'll see what happens. So I'm listening to somebody else's guy. The name Jocelyn or Brown could be significant. 33, 31, 13 is significant. 628, the name Frederick or Fred is significant. And this is an album, so this is old. Something about being antique or outdated. That day in September. September could be significant. Oh, wow. So we have a grave digger. Someone could be digging their own grave with some actions that they're taking. Or this could literally be someone is a grave digger or someone is going to a funeral. But something was rejected. Oh, that sucks. It makes me think of some type of funeral services. Maybe something couldn't be paid for. And they're not going to dig up the spot where the coffin should go because some payment was rejected. An aging model. I thought of an old car. Someone could have an older model car. Something that's antique. An aging model could be maybe not just someone who's a model, but someone could be like a role model. An aging model. It could be that someone's ideas of something is outdated. Oh, wow. I just realized I said about the antique, and this is something aging. What else do we have? This could be a model who is, I was gonna say of age, of like an older age, but because I'm thinking someone older passed away, maybe in their 80s, 90s, could be 100. But an aging model could just be someone who was a model at 20 and now they're 40. Oh, someone could be getting rejected from positions or jobs or things that they were able to do in the past. They don't have the looks that they used to, or they don't have whatever qualities that they. It makes me think of like someone who is in a job for like 20 years and then they get fired or they get laid off. And now they're trying to get back out there into the workforce and they're in their like 40s or 50s. And it's difficult. They're getting more they're getting more rejections. Just like they don't know, someone's grandparent could be an aging model. It's so funny because when I thought of aging model, it made me think of an older person. Someone who, like, maybe their beliefs in the family or their influence on the family is starting to age out, where maybe with their children, they were able to keep a thumb underneath them and their kids did what they said or moved the way they wanted them to move. But then when the grandchildren came and then like the great-grandchildren, they weren't able to influence them because Dosotiana is rejected. It's like that generation or those 2 generations see things differently and they want to do things differently. What else do we have? I think we might get 6 per line. A stay-at-home parent. Wow. This all speaks to maybe someone's grandparent used to be a model, or like I said, they were a model of something. Something that someone looked up to. This this grandparent could have been a stay-at-home parent. So this grandparent took care of generations. They took care of their kids. They took care of their kids, and you know, God willing, time willing, they also took care of their great grandkids. This could be someone whose grandparent feels like their grandkids or their great grandkids are disrespectful. I talk to my kids about this enough, where if they were me back when I was their age, they would have got smacked in the mouth all the time, because you weren't allowed to really express yourself. You were allowed to express what was expected of you. You weren't able to even have an opinion about things. You just did what you were told. And I allow my kids to express themselves. I allow them to talk. My little one plays video games, and sometimes he curses. I don't get all up in arms about it. He's very respectful, and he's a person just like I'm a person. I like to curse. I'm not pro cursing, but if it happens while he's playing, it happens. He's not walking around here talking about fuck this and fuck that. He doesn't even speak that way. So, just look at the fiata. Person who needs to remove a tattoo right away. Tattoo, it could be just look at the fiata, a literal tattoo, but a mark, an imprint. Someone who needs to remove an imprint or mark. The mark that someone left on them. I don't know. We'll see. So there are no cards on either side. Let's do this one. It's odd that the only orange card out here is rejected. Just to get down the field. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we almost got enough. All right. So we have taxidermist again. Look at this taxidermist underneath the grave digger. A taxidermist stuffs animals. I've had this before. Something about a stuffed animal or something that could have been left in a coffin or left with someone who's deceased. An animal. A stuffed animal. And it looks realistic. Something was rejected. The stuffed animal was rejected, or there's a fear that I don't know. A firebug. Didn't these cards come out before? They sure have. They sure have. So firebug. A fire sign could be significant. A fire sign could be annoying. A bug. Bugs are typically, especially flying bugs or like little gnats, flies, they're just annoying. Something about a gravesite at night. Something about a gravesite at, oh my God. Oh my God. This is like a gravedigger at night with a fire bug. It makes me think of all these little torches at night by a gravesite. People are digging up someone's grave. If this is not like where the government is doing this or the cemetery is doing this, somebody could be trying to dig up bones out of a grave. Maybe of an aging model. An aging model. Someone could be doing some type of magical, crazy work. A taxidermist also, they don't necessarily take the animal out themselves. but they could. I don't know. This sounds really, it sounds strange. Glasses. Glasses help you to see things more clearly. Someone is rejecting something. Rejecting a second sight. Rejecting a second opinion. Something about at night and something about someone digging something up. An aging model could also be, it makes me think of the Hermit card in the Hoodoo Tarot. And in that card is Dr. Grant. Something about a doctor or the name Grant is significant. But it says no two people or no two jobs are the same. So an aging model could be someone who uses the same model every time they do something. They don't try to deter from it. I guess it would be like a recipe. But in this recipe, it calls for things that could be substituted because it would be better for the people eating it. It would, instead of using, I don't know, lard, you would use something that is less, I don't know what you substitute, but just something that is older, that you just go through, or you keep going through, or you keep using because of tradition. But there's a better way to do it. Also, what worked on one person won't work on someone else. Someone could be seeing something about their grandparent. Remember, an aging model, the way they did things is outdated. The way they see things are outdated. Then we have cashier at the dollar store. Someone could buy their reading glasses from the dollar store. Maybe someone's grandparent does that, who is a stay-at-home parent. This will do no. Someone's parent could be a stay-at-home parent, and they live with their grandparent. It's like 3 generations living together. Maybe, no, a stay-at-home parent is not a cashier at the dollar store. And I guess, a grandparent could be a cashier at the dollar store. But grandma should be at home, or grandpa should be at home. Maybe someone's grandparent does work at a dollar store and they are not as not as swift, not as agile, not as efficient as they were in the past. But someone needs this job because of the economy. The stay-at-home parent has a deadline. Having to leave something or fill something out or get something out in a timely manner. Look, deadline with the person who needs to remove a tattoo right away. And if it's a literal tattoo, those are not easy to remove. You need laser surgery for those type of things. Or someone could, no, but this says remove. It doesn't say cover. I guess if you cover it, the tattoo up, you do remove the original design, at least from one site. Rejected glasses and deadline. Maybe someone has some type of deadline in order to get a parent, a grandparent into some type of facility. Someone could have been late to some type of doctor's appointment. Maybe a vision test is significant. Person who needs to remove a tattoo right away. It's something that could be permanent if this laser surgery wasn't available. But why would someone need to? We need one more from here. Ooh. A vampire. Someone who drains and sucks the blood out of you. A vampire also, a mirror. Vampire also makes me think of someone getting some type of blood test, or Vampire blood. Both of these would require the shedding of blood. Bloodshed. Someone missed some type of deadline. I don't know what this means at all. Let's get some more cards. Now we have all orange coming out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get in the face at the tierras. All right. I don't even know if we have too many here. So a nudist, a taxidermist, and a grave digger. Doesn't that kind of sound like some... Oh, I said bloodshed, right? And then we have a nudist. And then we have the firebug with the like lanterns at night. With, oh, blood magic? It makes me really uncomfortable. It makes me think of satanic and Dosotiano Fiesta. Satanism isn't, we're not talking about that. We're talking about someone doing a ritual with blood and nudity at a gravesite with torches at night. Something was rejected. The nudist is the aging model that is rejected. A spiritualist or practitioner, something that they did, they should have took second sight on. They should have been, and this could be somebody's grandparent. It's like, someone did the most. Someone, taxidermist, the taking of the life of an animal, a sacrifice. And they did so because there was some type of deadline. They needed to remove a tattoo. They needed to remove something that was permanent. They needed to remove something that was visible. A language barrier. Someone didn't see something. That's why there was a language barrier. Someone could speak a different language, but it makes me feel like a language barrier in between. In this 3D, you're doing this work in order to obtain some type of result, positive result for yourself, but that was rejected because the language barrier came between what you were doing here in the 3D as opposed to what would have been accepted in the spiritual. Glasses. Someone should have taken a second look. The name Alicia or Alicia is significant. Myers is significant. We have no place to hide. The firebug with the grave digger. With the aging model who should have looked a little harder. Someone can have some type of spiritual language or speak a multitude of different languages. A language barrier. It has something to do with someone's grandparent, most definitely. We have the story of the scar. The story of how something happened with the rejected, this glasses, and the story of the scar. Is hindsight is 20/20. Someone really should have paid attention to something, but because they were on a deadline to remove something, they didn't do the proper research. This deadline to remove something could have something to do with a stay-at-home parent. Maybe someone got, I don't know why this is significant, but they got their supplies from a dollar store. Or maybe they got some information from a cashier at a dollar store. Someone could be telling their story to a cashier. A grandparent, me, you know how, I mean, well, people in general are like that with me, but when, like a grandparent, an older person could sit and have the longest conversations, the most long-winded conversations. I remember going to the dentist with my oldest a couple of months ago, and I was talking to this older woman, and there was so much stuff I found out about this woman. Had they not called me to go in the back to talk to me, I would have still been sitting there talking to this woman. It was a good conversation, but I really was just trying to watch Steve Harvey, which I don't really care for. Oh, just look at Diana. I don't really watch. But I was trying to watch The Family Feud because it interests me for some reason. Something about a family feud. The numbers 235 or 2351 1, 1135 2. 347 could also be significant. Someone's BMI is significant. The second side of something is also significant. So we have an uninvited guest next to the story of the scar, next to this deadline that someone wasn't able to meet. The uninvited guest is like the entity or the failure someone feels at not being able to remove something. And the vampire at night, something about at night is significant. Then we have follower. A follower of a vampire. It makes me think of, there's some readers that say, like if you have a person who is the leader of some type of group, or that the initiate of, say this practitioner is the initiate, and the people who are underneath her that help, or him, but the people underneath them would be their followers, or like they're flying monkeys. They're people that just follow without asking questions, without research, because they're under vampire. They just want to suck the life out of something. They suck the life out, and it's never enough. It's never enough. We're going to put this one down here. Reluctant. Oh my God. Reluctant participant. Stop playing. A reluctant participant in this nudist activity. The language barrier. This person didn't speak their voice. They didn't say, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want to participate. There was a language barrier. That makes me think of when you're younger. Well, back when I was younger, let's say. And your parent or an adult would say, do as I say and not as I do. That's a language barrier right there, because body language, physical speaking language, eye contact is language. The barrier is that it doesn't make sense. What do you mean do as you say but not do as you say but not as you do? So I pick up on your behavior. So if you're out there, let's say your parent was a thief, that's what I pick up on that. I realize that, or I speculate that is what, the tattoo that needs to be removed. Like something that was ingrained during your childhood. But I pick up your habits. I see what you do. What you do helps me formulate what I should do. So even a child would be a reluctant participant in that case, where they're only doing what they see. They're only doing what they know. So when they get the thought to do something different, or when they're introduced to something that shows them something different, then it could be like this nudist energy, because nudist could also speak to someone who's open and vulnerable. But the reluctant participant being open and vulnerable to this someone grew up in a household that wasn't the best influence on them. We're gonna, oh, you know what? You know what? We'll take some from this one. Oh, these are stuck together. Why are they stuck together? I guess we'll take those. And one out of there. We'll take two out of this one. All right. So the bottom one is former child star. Someone's child is significant. The former child star is the reluctant participant. Someone's child, a grandparent, it's a grandchild, a great-grandchild, or a child, doesn't want to participate in this debauchery. And I'm not saying that anybody's traditions or the things that they grew up on are debaucheries, but this gives very much neglectful actions, neglectful energy. It gives someone who, as a parent, didn't have their child's best interests at heart. Keeper of a family tradition. So the parent tried to keep up the same. Oh no. This keeper family secret goes to the story of the scar, the deadline, and someone who's trying to remove this scar. Someone's trying to remove this. Whatever this family has taught someone, they're trying to do something different. Ooh, excuse me. The story of the scar. It also gives me this feeling that someone plays the victim all the time. Whenever there's anybody who will listen to it, it's like, yeah, because, you know, this happened and blah, blah, blah. Like, every person hears that story. Ventriloquist. Regurgitating the same information. No place to hide. This is something that was browbeaten to someone. This ventriloquist, again, underneath the grandparent, with trying to control something, trying to get the generations after their own children to follow them, to do what they want. But the dispute escalates. This is a fight for somebody to get out of this family tradition. It would almost be, I guess it could be like someone whose parents are like Masons, Freemasons, or Eastern Stars, and the parents just automatically think that this is going to trickle down into the generations that come after. But then there are kids that are like, I don't want to be involved in that. Maybe grandkids or great-grandkids. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want to regurgitate the same information that the same story you've been telling for forever. This causes a great deal of like an argument in the household because someone doesn't want to be a follower. I don't know how that works in terms of like Eastern Stars or Freemasons or any type of secret society. Like, I don't know about that stuff, but this makes me think of the Bloods, blood in, blood out. Could be significant. We need one more. Noticed at last, next to the follower. Now that someone is speaking their truth, speaking their true feelings, now people are looking at them like, oh shit, this person, okay. But this noticed at last also under here with the uninvited guest, that entity that is now in someone's home or in their energy field. This makes me think of someone who is going crazy. Like someone who's talking to themselves a lot. Like, don't touch me. Don't look at me. And people are looking like, who is this person talking to? It's like an entity that is like, keeps fucking with somebody. Keeps sucking the energy out of them. Someone isn't getting a lot of sleep. Someone could be sleep deprived as well. Damn, so this is a family thing. We have the child star. It makes me think of the the child star is 223 or 224 could be significant. Yeah, 223, 224. I'm watching Don't Disturb This Groove, the video, and these are the rooms on the hotel. Something about a hotel is significant. The system, something about the system. 66 or 9 is significant. 9 years could be significant. But yeah, this is a whole family. The child star, this is the kid that everyone thought was gonna take over. Maybe it's like a parent having a company and they think that this child is going to take over the company and lead it into, you know, legendary heights. And this child doesn't want to be a part of that. They don't want to go into the family business. They want to do their own thing. Hey. They just want to do their own thing. So we have the child, we have the grandparent, we have the parent, the stay-at-home mom, or the stay-at-home dad. Parent could stay at home because they don't have a job, or they can't get a job because of their age. So it feels like I said earlier, someone lost a job and now they can't find another job because of their age and their experience. We're listening to Simply Red now, holding back the years. Holding back the years. The color red could be significant. Red deals with your root chakra. It talks about your stability, your grounding, your foundation. When I think about the root chakra, it makes me feel that that's someone who knows who they are and they stand in that. They stand in their ground. So this person that is noticed at last is standing their ground because they want to remove themselves from a system, whether this is family, like your grandparent in, like, what is that, grandfather in? That's what it says. 136 could be significant as well. But someone doesn't want to be grandfathered into the family business, whatever that family business is. What are we at? Oh, 33 minutes and 31 seconds. 3331. 3331. Sorry I said it that way. But when I was listening to the Jocelyn Brown album, it was 33 and 1/3. So I said 33 could be significant, 13 or 31. So that time those numbers are very significant. Someone could be seeing 333. 333 speaks about body, mind, and spirit coming into alignment with yourself. 333, your spirit guides are near you. Chant prayer or say affirmation for miracles. This getting out of this situation with this family is a miracle. Being able to stand in your own sovereignty is a miracle. Someone could be a vet, have served in the military. Something about a vet in terms of a pet. Someone can have a dog or a cat or any type of animal that has gone to the vet or needs to go to the vet. Something about a fainter. A fainter. Someone can have low blood pressure or low blood sugar. Someone could just so they'll know, feel faint when they hear this information about someone not wanting to continue with whatever the family has been involved in. With Gravedigger, this could be a family that owns a mortuary. And we have mirror at the bottom. Someone is mirroring back someone's energy to them. So someone is feeling. Boom. You're walking around thinking like, you know, you're hot shit or whatever. You're giving people attitudes and stankness and, you know, got your little pinky up. And then someone gives you back that energy. They treat you that way. And this maybe it has to be someone who this person may look up to. Why does that TV sound so goddamn loud? Something about a loud TV is significant. But maybe someone who that person looks up to or they have respect for treats them the same way. And now they're like, they don't learn from it. They just don't like it. They don't like how it feels. But it's not going to stop them from making someone else feel that way. Yeah. That's all I got for that. What we're going to do now is, I guess, get some cards to go. Get them to see. Some cards to go with that. I don't even know what cards to get. I wasn't... I didn't even think that far ahead. So, you know, there's that. Let us use... Why is that so loud? Wait a minute. Just wait. I forgot to pause it. And his door is closed. It's like he got that shit on extra loud. I don't know if I want to use these because they're so tiny. Let's see what was rejected in the language barrier. Oh, well, look at some of the orange cards. How about that? Doesn't that sound loud to you? Let me turn. This is Gregory Abbott, Shake You Down. Shake You Down sounds like the police coming to shake somebody down. But Gregory could be significant. The name Abbott could be significant. All right, what was rejected? What was rejected? Simple, please. Not a lot of cards. What was rejected? Codependency, people-pleasing, enabling, manipulation, obsession, emotional bullying. So something someone did to try to make you feel a certain way was rejected. The magic that was going to make you feel a certain way. What was rejected is this eating healthier, water, taking care of your body. So that makes me feel like someone who was doing this stuff here with this, whatever they were doing that was in their shadow energy is affecting their body. It's affecting their health. Someone could be dehydrated. Someone is maybe not taking care of their body in terms of eating properly or eating the right things. This makes me think of someone who could be in a depressive state with the temperance here, which brings balance. Rejection is the balance. Someone tried to bring this energy to you. Temperance is that earth angel energy. I grow. Someone's growth is rejected. If this is Dosothiana has to do with like a spiritualist doing the most, Dosothiana, that person's gifts could be being rejected. Their connection to their guides could be being rejected. People pleasing, that will be someone who took money when they know they shouldn't have to do something. People pleasing, and not necessarily in people pleasing, but this is someone who is morally corrupt. This also deals with this family energy. Someone's family could be morally corrupt. A Sagittarius could be significant. What's at the bottom here? Conclusion. A karmic cycle ending, pieces coming together, or someone finding some type of peace. This karmic cycle is ending. This is rejected, and now an ending is coming. It's over. Someone is now paying the price for their actions. The uninvited guest. The dispute escalates. So this energy this person is feeling from these entities, or maybe it's just from their own guilt, their own shame. Those are entities. Someone is feeling the brunt of their actions. What is no place to hide? Reconciliation. Family matters. No place to hide with reconciliation. This makes me feel like someone is trying to try their best in order to find, in order to not let someone leave a situation. Reconciliation is also the energy of someone trying to correct a situation, trying to correct something. And reconciliation with no place to hide. This person can't hide from these uninvited guests. Well, they are invited guests because you invited that energy in. So this reconciliation has to do with the energy that you put out. It's coming back to you. It's coming back to be with you. And this deals with the family. This family could be having legal matters or financial matters because of some things that they've been doing. Especially, I guess, if it has to do with some type of secret society. Secret societies would do this type of stuff. So someone can't hide from this. This story of the scar with this uninvited guest. No. You can't hide from that, baby. That's what you called in. How you gonna call me on home and then try not to let me in? The story of the dispute is what we're supposed to be getting cards for. Conclusion coming back out. The story of the scar. Ah, that's too many. This is way too many. But, oh my God. Home foundation, dealing with the family. 333, someone trying to bring balance to their life. A fresh start, trying to leave something behind. Taking action with the Emperor. Doing what is best for them. House of value. Doing what's best for them in valuing themselves. Value of self. Being one's own leader. Legal matters again is significant. I'm going to redo this and then get story of the scar because that was too many. Even though I should have kept them. Something about someone with narcissistic behavior and a storm is brewing. Oh my God. Hold on, please. Alrighty, Heidi. I should have just kept those. The story of the scar. We're just gonna flow with that because that tells me that someone, it's like they're telling the story of that timeline in their life. That it will be I don't know. I feel like I just lost something. Someone could feel like they lost something or feeling at a loss of words. Tell me about the uninvited guest. Tell me about the uninvited guest. Not a lot, please. the Hermit with Virgo. This is someone's house. 6th house deals with your daily life and routine. This uninvited guest is coming to someone's home. And the Love came out in reverse, but look where health matters. It's like that mirroring energy. This uninvited guest isn't bringing, like, it has this reconciliation here with the uninvited guest. With ventriloquist. Like, this person is just, or the entity is regurgitating the information that you've said. This is starting to become a little convoluted for me. Communication, hearing something, touching you. This is that, it's like, you don't think that this is love that this entity is showing you, but it's like, no, this is the energy you put out. I thought you were loving this shit. I thought this is the shit that you wanted. This is why I'm bringing it to you. And we talked about the Hermit with not, what was that? No two jobs or no two people are the same. This Hermit, this entity is giving you a taste of your own medicine. To whomever this is. Health matters. With the Moon. 4th house. A mother. Home and family. Someone in someone's home is not doing well. A parent or a grandparent. What is deadline? I feel like I'm losing this story. Tell me about deadline. Shadow work. Someone is now going through some type of introspective, some self-reflection because they didn't meet this deadline. This Jupiter came out in reverse with I grow. House of, this is like expansive energy. This is good luck. This is abundance. Someone had a deadline for some type of abundance. This also speaks to like knowledge of different ideologies and such. Someone there might have been some type of deadline in order to get someone to join something or do something. You know how they have in those movies where someone is supposed to be like the chosen one, or at birth they were chosen to do something and they had this mark on them, and at like the age of 18 they come into this power, but they have to do this certain ritual in order to do something, and they don't meet that deadline, so they can't get this person to do the evil stuff they wanted them to. Take that as you will. With the person who needs to remove a tattoo right away, it makes me think of like when you're in a fraternity a fraternity or sorority, and they get those. What are those? What is it called? Branding. Something about being branded is significant. Maybe the name Brandon is significant. All right, I don't want to know anymore. Notice that last. Let's get one for glasses, and then I'm gonna do the letters real quick. Healing and retreat. Conclusion. Karmic cycle ending. This glass is the second sight. Someone should have took the time to research what they were doing, but now these glasses have this people in this energy of having to retreat because of what they were doing. They didn't realize that no two people and no two jobs are the same, and now they're going through this karmic ending. All right, let's just get these letters because I feel like I was lost in the sauce, and I still want to put this video out. So maybe that lost in the sauce moment is significant to someone. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I was going to say I don't care, but I do care. Because I want these messages to be relevant. I don't want to be shooting off a bunch of hot ass air. I want them to make sense. And for the messages that I give to make sense. This is the card that fell on the floor, the ventriloquist. I want it to make sense, and I want it to be relevant to whoever needs it. Oh, we could get some charms. Maybe we'll get charms instead of letters, but then that could take a long time too. We'll just get a couple of letters. Maybe we'll get a couple of letters and a couple of charms. Wait, hold on. Sorry about that. That was the mist of blowing me kisses, but I wanted a real one, so yeah, there's that. But, so we'll get some letters. I just got a second wind. We'll get like a few of the letters, and then we'll get a few charms too. And the charms, I won't do a whole lot. I'll just tell you what they mean to me, and then we'll keep it moving. So something about someone's shadow energy is significant. Repressed aspects of self. Someone's darkest self is showing. The unknown, their darkness, their evil. That has something to do with that whole secret society, or that energy of someone who's doing some type of magical works. Some low vibrational magical works. Protection. You are protected from this energy. 444. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Pay attention to your thoughts. Something is over. Someone slept on your spiritual protection. No two people and no two jobs are the same. Someone slept on your spiritual protection. The letter O is significant. Oz. Someone is showing themselves as a fake wizard or a fake spiritualist, maybe. The letter N is significant. Something about zoning. A permit could be significant. Someone could have doing some type of work on their house and they didn't have a zoning permit. We're just gonna do alright, yeah. The letter J is significant with regard to the shadow energy. Maybe this person with the letter J is the person in their shadow, because these two cards are in the gray, and then we have the brown energies, which is the grounded energy, the root chakra. Someone has under protection. We have movement, loyalty, animal, friendship, assistance. Someone could have like pets that are their spirit animals. Someone could have spirit animals in spirit. I have spirit animals, and they protect everyone that I need to have protected. Everyone has their own, I don't want to say, because I don't, not that I care in the sense that you're going to do something to me in terms of anything energetic or the 3D. But I don't know, I just feel like I should keep my business my business. But yeah, I have spirit protection. So, and this loyal, like anybody could get it. Anybody who coming at me, anybody could get it. Anybody who's coming after my family, anybody could get it. Strength, endurance, health, courage, vigor, force. Someone stepped, what is that Jay-Z and Kanye song? Don't let me get in my zone. You're in your zone. And somebody can't fuck with you. Leo energy, because Leo with this courage. Even with this, the animal, that's like the lion. Somebody spiritual energy is strong as fuck. And people, whoever, either this family, the spiritualist could be in the family. Whoever this is, they fucked around. The letter C is significant with regard to this Leo, but it makes me think of the courage energy. March is significant, or Wednesday could be significant. Something about someone's sacral chakra, someone's Chiron, a wounded healer. This has to do with someone's deepest emotional wounds. And this is an opportunity for someone to heal something. So this we'll call it the black sheep of the family, the person who doesn't want to join the family business, who doesn't want to participate in or be told what to do, not having a voice to be able to speak for themselves. This person is dosotiana, taking this courage in order to heal their own deep wounds. They're taking this as an opportunity to grow and leave this situation, heal from it and grow, as opposed to just being the ventriloquist. Someone just talking through you, regurgitating. It almost makes me feel like people who do something on no disrespect. This is the best example for me because of the experiences I've had. People who say they're good people, they go to church and they do all this good stuff, but they don't know the Bible. They just regurgitate what they've heard. They couldn't really break down what it means to them or how they use it in practice. It just sounds good to say. So that is significant. What else? And March Aries could be significant. Abundance, luck, hope, prosperity, wealth, fortune. Someone who has gotten out of this energy. Whoever this is that's protected by this divine energy, protected by this negativity, this person is going to get some type of prosperity from this situation. Sagittarius is out here again. So Sagittarius is very significant. Could be Aries as well. Oh, I just said a March Aries. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius are significant with regard to this energy. Sagittarius with Jupiter, abundance, luck. It's that same energy. Take it as it resonates. Something about an X is significant with regard to this March energy or this sacral chakra. Sex magic. I saw, the blood all over the nudist. Like it wasn't a nice vision. Scorpio. And X'd out. Maybe a Scorpio was X'd out. Scorpio speaks about the 8th house. 8th house is a house of taboo. Taboo talks about spiritually induced sex. I think that's what it says. But it has to do with using sex magic. Sacral chakra, Scorpio, something was X'd out. Something someone did in February. Someone is healing their deepest emotional wound. Has to do with love and sex. And loyalty. 2 more, please. Is that 2? Sweet. Visions, insights, communication. Someone is realizing something. They're seeing something. They want to do something different. The letter J is significant. We have a J here next to the shadow energy, but we also have a J here next to this luck energy, this love. We have 666, the step back. Take a step back to rethink it and ask yourself, is what you are doing right or wrong? Again, someone realizing that they don't want to be involved in the same things that their family has done, or they don't want to be grandfathered into anything. Alright, we're going to get a couple of these. So definitely a fire sign is significant. Scorpio. Scorpio to me is like the most fiery sign of the water signs. So when I think of a fire sign, Scorpio comes into mind, although it's a water sign. So something about some action someone took is significant. Or someone's passion behind something. I'm only going to get a few. And then we're going to be out of here. All right. Oh, see what I'm saying? This is the somebody's trying to hang something up. This thing here, someone could be moving. We have 2 of these coming out with this thing here for furniture. So someone is moving or trying to moving on from something. This hook is upward and this is downward. Someone could be trying to move in silence with regard to ending something or putting something in the past. We have fabulous, but this is brew it. DR or BR is significant. And this makes me think of brew right, do right. It makes me think of this 666 energy. So someone is trying to do what they feel is right. Someone could have locks or trying to just keep themselves, not keep themselves in place, but keep their mental in order. Sagittarius here with this butterfly. It's the green, it's the gold, it's the blue. Someone is trying to transform the way that they move with regard to love, the way they talk about love, the way they express love or give love. Someone is transforming their confidence when it comes to being action-oriented with regard to love. This could be with regard to self, coming into alignment with that 333 energy of self. Someone's guardian angel here is helping them. This could be a masculine energy. This is the dark blue. This could also be someone who was in some type of law enforcement or military. This is someone trying to sweep something under the rug. They tried to sweep under the rug. This has to do with religion. Someone not seeing something or not. With this cross coming out that way, that cross deals with when you're like really in the church and you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing. You have a relationship with God or whatever. Yeah, God, because it's church. Or whoever you deem is God. A higher power. This is someone who's open to that. This is turned over and it's in reverse. So this is someone who talks a good game. They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. They know the verses, but they don't put them into practice. Oh, excuse me. This is someone who's always at the church. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. They're always at the church doing something. It gives with that narcissistic behavior. Someone who does something because they like the praise they get behind it. This is noted. Something is noted. Something is noted about someone being a fake spiritualist or a fake religious. Fake religious, fake Christian. And this moon with the heart. This is moon magic, love magic. Someone tried to sweep that under the rug. Someone noted that. Someone noticed that. So they don't want people to know, or they want someone to be quiet about it. This right here is someone who has good family memories or or want to make good family memories. Or this is someone who's leaving a situation and they're leaving with the good memories. Not that they're trying to hide away the bad memories, but they're trying to heal from them. Especially with this butterfly being out here too. This is the healing of like the sacral energy, the solar plexus energy. Being able to the confidence, that's that Leo in this courage energy right here with the strength. Something is transforming within somebody. and it's affecting their solar plexus, their sacral chakra, their heart chakra, and their throat chakra. It could also be affecting their crown as well, but very little. Like it's blooming. This here is a disco ball in the back. This makes me think of Saturday Night Live with John Travolta. So the name John could be significant. Something about Saturday night, going out dancing, going out partying. That's over here to the side. So someone is, they're getting in their zone. In getting in your zone, you're probably leaving behind things. What is that saying that they say in church about leaving behind childish ways or childish things? Something about that is significant. Yeah, that's all I got, people. That's all I got. All right, so I hope that this is significant. I hope that it helps. We're at 10601, which is beautiful. Sixes. Oh, look, 10. 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, 10, 10, 10. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you for paying attention. Oh, why did I say that? Thank you for listening. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the views. Thank you to the new subscribers. I'm thinking about doing like a free reading giveaway. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though. Maybe I'll leave something in the community, a community post, and anyone who comments there, like I'll take your name. That's what I'll do. When am I gonna do this? Shit, I'll do it now. I was gonna say I'll do it when I get 500 subscribers, but fuck it, we'll just do it now. So I'm gonna put a post in the community tab, and whoever responds to that post, I'll leave it up for like a week, and whoever responds to that post, I will put your names in a hat, and whoever name I pick, we'll do it on camera too. Now, whoever name I pick, I'll do a reading for you. It will be a personal, private reading. My readings are typically, I don't do like video calls. I don't do phone calls either. I'll do your video on a YouTube video, and then I send it unlisted so that only you and I have access to it, or whoever you send the link to has access to it. And I don't need any information, names, birth dates, or any of that. I'll just pick up whatever energy comes out, and we'll go from there. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have an awesome freaking day. And yeah, bye.